G'day and welcome to another Mongrel Dog production, and welcome to Outback Western Australia. I'm screwed here. I'm not going anywhere fast because I've done a rear tyre on the BMW. It all started some days ago. I left Perth with 30 other riders from Perth Adventure Riders, and 2/3 of the way into the trip I was going to go and spear off, meet another bloke from Perth and go and scope out a possible motorcycle rally site for next year. I got this far before the tyre blew. And so the story picks up from when I left Mount Augustus this morning. Well, I'm leaving the group, I'm peeling off. I've said my farewells and goodbyes. They've still got about a 3-day ride ahead of them to get to Perth. Me, I'm peeling off now and meeting a bloke later on today, another adventure rider from Perth, Shane. And he and I are going to scope out a possible location for a motorcycle rally to be held next year. So yeah, we've still got a bit of a ride ahead of us. We'll probably be on the road now for another 4 or 5 days ourselves. So yeah, 400 kilometre ride to the Blacktop, to the bitumen, and I'll link up with Shane there around noon today. Well, this can't be good. I'm halfway to the Blacktop to meet Shane, and I've developed a slow leak. This tyre has copped a real caning in the last couple of thousand kilometres. The conditions have been pretty harsh, so I'll stick some air in it in the hope that I can find the leak and patch it. Found it. Right there. Hopefully I'll be able to patch it, I think. Well, that ain't good. Second puncture. I can hear the leak this time, so it's obviously a bigger hole. Anyway, less than another routine. It's got holes everywhere. I'll be lucky to get off this road, I think. Is this why they call it adventure riding? I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. I had one puncture an hour ago. I repaired that, and I had another puncture, so I pulled over, and I've exhausted all my plugs. The rear tyre is like a sieve. It's got more holes in it than a bloody colander. But anyway, that aside, by coincidence, I spoke to Shane, who I was going to meet 100 kilometres up the road. I spoke to him a couple of days ago and I said, Shane, bring up a tyre with you because this one ain't going to last the distance. So by coincidence, I've had Telstra reception, so I've rung him. He's an hour away. We'll swap the tyre out and we'll be on our way, I hope. Watch this space. I should also mention this, thankfully Shane brought a tyre up with him. Having said that, I've got a front and rear tube, so if I was on my own and it was life or death, I could just remove the rear wheel and fit a tube, because that'll certainly get me where I have to go. I've got tube repair gear and even sidewall repairs, so it's not the end of the world yet. I've tried to break the bead using what tools I have, and I'm struggling to do it, so I'm attempting to use the side stand It's a bit risky, and if you try this by yourself, make sure you strap the center stand forward, so it's got no way of falling forward, which has happened to me once when I was by myself. Not all heroes wear capes, folks. Not all heroes wear capes. Meet Shane.
Uber tyres?
Meet Shane. Shane, meet the audience. We're having trouble sealing the bead. We've tried a couple of different things. So we're going to try a last resort. Kids, don't try this at home.
And for the viewers at home, what is it? Rexona?
Yeah, it's my favourite scent.
Wow. Oh, I heard something.
Well, it just gets better. We tried every option to seal that bead. We couldn't do it. Thankfully, I guess, yeah, somebody was going past. We tried their compressor, still not good enough. We need that initial big hit of air to seal the bead, and their compressor wasn't going to do it. So they're going to drop the wheel off 10 k's up the road to a homestead. Shane's followed them, and hopefully there's somebody at the homestead who'll be able to sort it out for us and seal the bead, and Shane will bring the wheel back and we'll be on our way. Well, this tyre's definitely had it. You can see the repairs that I did using those plugs. But also, that whole tyre's delaminating. It's coming, the casing is coming away from the tyre. So yeah, this tyre's well and truly had it. Well, Shane's inbound. That was a pretty quick turnaround, so my guess is he's been able to get the homestead to seal that tyre pretty quickly. So hopefully we'll be out of here in about 10 or 15 minutes. Hopefully. Thumbs up, great. Righto, it's just after 3 p.m, so I pulled over at around 11 for the puncture. So we've lost 4 hours. But that's okay, We'll be able to make that time up with an early start on a couple of mornings, if that's what it takes. So, lessons learned. Look, I think in the overall scheme of things, did everything right. I thought that tyre would have lasted the journey. I mean, nobody's rightfully gonna leave home with dodgy gear, so I thought that tyre would have lasted. It was clear within a few days that wasn't going to be the case. So yeah, I rang Shane, gave him a couple of days notice, and he was able to bring a tyre up with me. I had all the right tools. I think I had trouble breaking the bead with the Motion Pro bead breakers, so I tried to use the side stand. I've successfully done that before. Then when it came time to seal the bead, yeah, we tried all sorts of different options, none of which worked. And in the end, Shane was able to get the local farmer to seal it pretty quickly. So a good outcome. Had that not been possible, if I was out there by myself and totally screwed, then I do have a tube, and I've done that before, fitted a tube to a tubeless tyre, and that will always, of course, get you out of trouble. So yeah, unfortunate circumstances, but the outcome was positive in the end. So anyway, sit back, enjoy the flight.